What I learned as a dental assistant and why I quit. Okay. Alexa, TV on. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you don't know, I'm Paige and this is my channel, Paige is a Beauty, where I talk lifestyle, fashion, beauty, mommy and me, and lifestyle videos. Today's video is well overdue and I wanted to come on and finally update you guys on my braces. I know you guys have been following me and watching me throughout this whole entire journey, which I sincerely appreciate. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe. You guys know that I started my journey with none other SmileDirectClub, right? This box, so old, and I've been keeping this box because I know I was gonna eventually have to come on and just spill all the tea. So here's all the tea. We're gonna go into my personal journey with SmileDirectClub, how I ended up in traditional metal braces, and just kind of everything in between. I even became a certified dental assistant. So I went to dental assisting school. That was a whole nother journey. If you want to know what it was like working as an orthodontics assistant, meaning that I actually learned to put on braces myself, that was a whole nother experience. I learned a lot, and even just educating myself more so on, you know, malocclusion in your teeth and straightening and all this good stuff. So sum it up with SmileDirectClub. I got my box. It was supposed to be a 6-month treatment plan, you know, where I had 6 months worth of treatment. Now, that is the first red flag. I will say, going to dental assisting school, I know you guys didn't see me for a while. That's what I was busy doing. I was studying, and I really wanted to, you know, take this a step further, not only just because I personally experienced it, but because my orthodontist and my dental assistant that actually did my work encouraged me. They're like, you know, you would be great in this field. You have such a great personality. I think you should do it. So what I learned, and I could do a whole nother video on what I learned as a dental assistant and why I quit. Okay. 6 months is not enough time to straighten anyone's teeth. In the back of my head, I knew, I said, well, that's kind of strange. They're gonna straighten my teeth in 6 months. No, they're not. Let me tell you why. I have all these old aligners. My teeth were pretty bad. I have a few different things going on. I had a crossbite. I had a little bit of crowding at the bottom, not severe crowding, but a little bit. I had some rotated teeth. I had rotated molars. My upper right 5, my lower right 5, they were rotated, meaning that they were kind of turned, but they were twisted basically. So SmileDirectClub said that they would straighten my teeth and close my gaps in spacing, which was my main concern. They said that they would close the space. In order to close the space for anybody, you know, you typically would either space the teeth out to make room and then pull them together. I had a baby tooth as an adult, and I wish I got that pulled. If you guys want to see that video, it's linked right here. I pulled the tooth out as directed. I have all my wisdom teeth pulled out, and they said once you get that baby tooth pulled, you know, we can start closing the spaces, okay? And I just went into a smile shop and got, you know, a scan of my teeth, which I eventually learned how to do myself on patients. I did the scan. This is month 1, week 1. Okay, we'll start there. Okay guys, so I wanted to come around this way to see if I could show you. The yellow is the actual space from my 2 front teeth. My lateral basically was missing, and then you have your canines over here. Basically, they were gonna close this gap, and then here's that rotated molar of mine. Okay, the 7s they cut off, and we typically would when you have these type of retainers or trays or whatever. So this is molar number 6, molar number 5, molar 4, and then you have 3, 2, 1. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so like that. So my concern was not only the gap, because I have peg laterals, which means they're very small, and I'll show you in a moment, but it was this rotated molar. So as you can see, it is turned and completely twisted. Okay, you guys see that? So when this tooth did not shift at all, I knew it was the end of my journey with SmileDirectClub. So okay, I'm just gonna drink some of my coffee. So once I realized that my teeth were not gonna straighten, my refinements looked the same. Yes, the one lateral moved over, but I was still left with a space behind the lateral. A year and a half later, after 6 months, my teeth were not straight. My teeth were still rotated, the molars. I still had space issues and I still had gaps. Yes, it shifted a tooth over, but it did not close my spaces. And so once I contacted them and I told them, I said, look, you're not straightening my teeth. This is not what you guaranteed me. This is not the refinements that you said you would send to help fix the straightening of my teeth. Now, SmileDirectClub only straightens the front of your teeth, like the facial front facing of your teeth, meaning they don't move molars. They anchor on your molars, meaning that's where they secure and lock in. They won't move any of those molars, which they did not tell me right away. Call SmileDirectClub. Okay, so long story short, I went to a real orthodontist. I went to DentalWorks, Beechwood, Ohio, where I met my lovely doctor. I have an amazing doctor. I love him so much. And when I went there, you know, I was really nervous. I was really concerned, but it was me going to LA to do the PH1 To Catch a Beautician with Tamar Braxton is when they kept making me take out my aligners. They're like, oh, you have a lisp, we can hear when you have it on, you know, through audio when we do playback or whatever, so they would make me take them out, which made me feel really insecure and self-conscious about my teeth because I had all those gaps and spaces still in my mouth. So I hated that, and I said when I come back from LA and I go home, I said I'm going to a dentist and I'm gonna get my teeth properly fixed by an orthodontist, which is what I should have did years ago. And I was just being stubborn. I was trying to straighten my teeth at home, okay? And that's never a good idea. One, the aligners put way too much pressure on your teeth. It actually hurts more than actual braces. Yes, braces, they hurt, and we're gonna get into it, but it's been a year since I've had these, but the pressure that I would get with these aligners and my gums and the bleeding, it was just awful. It was just, in a nutshell, horrible. There would be days where I would be at work talking to a customer, or my coworker would see me just filled with blood. The tray's just completely filled with blood. So once I got approval for my braces, basically to contact SmileDirectClub to say, hey, yeah, you didn't straighten this girl's teeth. This was not proper orthodontic treatment, and now she's in my hands, so yes, you're gonna go ahead and refund all her money. And that's what they did, okay? So I've been in braces, metal braces, for about a year. I got them last August, and I just remember going in and I was like so nervous. I was like, they're not gonna be able to help me. He's gonna tell me I need this, that, and the third. I am gonna be a special case. I met my doctor and the team, and that's a great team, fabulous, fabulous team. They were all excited to meet me. I was excited to meet them, and I'm just sitting there nervous. And he's like, open, let me see, let me check you out, let me see your mouth, bite down, open, bite down. So I did everything he, you know, told me to do, and then he looks at me and he goes, oh yeah, I can fix you up. I can fix you up real nice. And I was like, you can? Like, I felt like I won a car on a TV show. I was like, what? You can fix my teeth? He told me what his main focuses were, which was my cross bite. And that is when, let me see if I can get up here. Let me show you my teeth. My left side is actually really good. I'm gonna show you right here. So this here is where your laterals, your canines, you know, your premolars, right there, align and sit comfortably on the lower arch of the teeth. So they should sit like this, see? So when you bite down, they should all lock and sit, whereas over here on my right side, he's been doing a lot of work. So at first, it did not sit together, and actually when I bite down like this, or I try to bite on my teeth, I can't. So edge to edge, like, I can't, like, these teeth are in the way. We're fixing my crossbite, which is coming along really nice. Now, tooth number 5 is this guy right here. And as you can see, I have a little baby power chain, just 2 loops, because what we're doing now is we're pulling the tooth so that we can start to turn it, or basically, you know, rotate it the proper way. So now, as far as my gaps and my laterals, I still have some spaces, see? Still a lot to me. Not so bad on this side. This is closing nicely, but once this tooth fully becomes in alignment, then we can start closing up the spaces because she won't be so pushed back. This tooth was really retreated inward. So I am happy that I am in traditional braces. I am in a upper 018 nine tie, and I am in a lower 16 by 22 nine tie. But basically I have a thin starter wire. It's not really a starter wire because 014 is typically your starter wire. 0116 comes next, and then 018. But 018, she still is kind of a baby wire to me. And as far as like the strength of the wire, now my lower wire is it's a stronger wire. It's by dimension, so it has flat, square, rectangle shape where the top wire is round and flexible because we're still moving, we're still turning teeth, and my top wire is giving me more flexibility to move and to pull and rotate that tooth. So my lower arch, you know, really wasn't that bad. It didn't need that much work. So we're kind of, I feel like, just keeping everything where it is right now until we get the upper arch better aligned. Into specific, do braces hurt? How do you clean them? Can you eat? What can you not eat? So in the long run, yes, braces do get uncomfortable. They do not hurt. They are nowhere as near uncomfortable as what I experienced with SmileDirectClub, because these aligners put more pressure on your teeth to aid in quicker movement and to force your teeth to move, which is unhealthy for your gums, unhealthy for your teeth, unhealthy for your bone, and you can ultimately lose teeth. And some people have lost teeth from SmileDirectClub, whereas you get an orthodontist, you're x-rayed. They are looking at your roots every few visits. They're making sure that your roots are moving properly, that there's no inflammation, that there's no infections, there's no cavities. You don't have that when you go to SmileDirectClub, but the wire and the metal, sharp. I will have to say, it is very sharp in your mouth. You will have to get used to that texture in your mouth. Like now I have a wire that's poking me on my cheeks, and sometimes your skin gets hooked. So you would just go in, say, hey, my wire is poking, and they'll just snip it right off so that you're comfortable. But that's really the only thing. The pain is gradual. It's more tender. It's more subtle. Yes, it will get a little achy, especially if you're moving teeth and you're getting stuff going and things like that. But it's not painful. It's nothing that you can't bear. You can just take, you know, ibuprofen or something like that for, you know, anything you would take for a headache. What's crucial about braces, you're gonna have to brush your teeth after every meal. It is imperative that you brush your teeth more than 2 times a day, okay? So literally after every meal. And the only thing that was cool about working at the dental office is that, like, we would have lunch and then we would literally all go brush our teeth. Like, it was just like the thing, you know? Because what'll happen is food, sugar will basically lock onto your brackets, lock onto the rubber bands, which is gonna lock onto your teeth and cause cavities, and we don't want that. And it also causes bad breath, okay? You have little, like, proxy brushes that you can get in between your teeth, but they look like little mini mascara wands, okay? They come in different thicknesses and widths, and you take a proxy brush after you eat, okay? Take your proxy and down, like that, to get any food, plaque, anything trapped up under these wires, just like that. And that's how you would want to make sure that you're keeping your brackets and your rubber bands clean on top of brushing, okay? It's crucial. So it's more detailed cleansing, it's more brushing, it's more, you know, ultrasonic toothbrushes, it's better toothpaste, it's just staying on top of your oral hygiene. Because seeing people with braces, with food and plaque and just build up, it's really disgusting. Like, I have no other word for it. It's disgusting. It's nasty, okay? So you gotta take care of your braces. Now, there are limitations to what you can and can't eat. I've learned to work with my braces. I've learned to eat around certain things. Popcorn is the worst. Popcorn is not your friend. No, no, no. Especially those kernels. Just because they get embedded in your gums, they get stuck up under the wires, and it makes it really hard to get them out. Gum, I really can't chew gum, because eventually what's going to happen is once you start chewing the gum, it's going to hook onto the metal, wrap around the braces, lock onto the wire, and now you just got a big glob of gum just stuck in your mouth. You can't really do hard candies. You can suck on it till it's nice and small, but you can't do hard candy. I like to chew ice. When you chew down on your molars and that ice cube is back there, it can snap a bracket off. So you have to be careful about not trying to break your brackets off, or, you know, just damaging your braces, because after a while you can get in trouble with your dentist and they won't be so happy if you keep coming in with broken brackets because of what you're eating. And that's really much it. I'm excited that I finally have my braces. A lot of people are excited to get them off. I know I can't wait to get them off. I will never get used to the metal in my mouth because it's such a weird texture. Like, your tissue inside of your mouth gets really raw. Like, I'm happy that I have them. My braces were expensive, but I paid for my whole entire treatment. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right, and I'm gonna do it right now. So that's how I got my treatment. So my treatment is in the process. I will still need more work once my braces come off, because like I said, my laterals are really small, and that's what I'm most insecure about. He's like, I'm fixing this and I'm doing this and this cross bright, and I don't care about those laterals, and I'm working on this, and I'm like, I know, but they're just so little. Not as much, but I will get like a build up, or like a composite build up, or maybe 2 veneers or 2 caps, I don't know. So we'll see. So I still will need work done, but I'm so excited for them. I can't wait to have that complete, beautiful smile. Yeah, it's just one step further. I know this video took forever for me to get out to you guys, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other questions or comments, or if you're getting braces soon, if you guys want to see how it was working at a dental office, what it took to become a certified dental assistant in orthodontics, what it was like putting on braces, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.